Right.
This should pop up momentarily on YouTube.
Yep. Looks like we are live.
Does it? I'm still waiting for confirmation over here on the YouTube end. But we're live on Periscope, it seems.
Nice. Awesome. What's up, guys? We've got a couple of viewers on Periscope, I think, right now. Okay, so good evening, Eastern time over here. We're gonna do some deep dives into what's happening in the markets. So there's been a bit of momentum, as far as I understand. We want to see what's happening. Why is it moving so fast right now? Jesse, you were earlier tonight. You were actually logged on, and you were looking at some charts. Did you find some information on what coins were sort of reflected on this movement?
Can you rephrase that?
So, what are our movers? Which ones are moving today? Which coins have you seen?
ICP moved up a lot today. Gitcoin moved up a lot today. A lot moved over 20% today.
Yeah,
which is pretty great.
Well, at 1800, we saw Bitcoin rise up $2,000. Somebody bought a lot right there.
I don't think we're at the bottom yet.
I
think we're trending lower. I think we're going to go lower. As unpopular of an opinion that is. I think we're about to trend a little lower before we go back up.
I mean, I think there's been a lot of skepticism lately. We've sort of had this.
Well, I'm just looking at the data. I'm looking at there's a downtrend.
Yeah. I mean, we've had this sort of dead cat bounce kind of thing happening right now. And I wouldn't be surprised if we went lower. I think we're just, going up a little higher tonight, and we could probably see by Tuesday some, a different story.
Of course, it could change by the morning. When we wake up in the morning, we could be the whole market. Bitcoin could be down another 20%.
Yeah,
or it could be up.
That's the thing about these markets. You just never know when they want to do their own thing.
Yeah.
But I'm looking at Coin Market Calendar right now. I kind of want to just take a look at a couple of these upcoming events. You have
do show.
Are you displaying my screen real quick?
Oh, sorry.
So, okay. So we've got a couple events here. I've actually been pretty interested in this coin right here, Tencent. This guy. Even CoinMarketCal even deems it as a coin with potential. Tencent is a token that's supposed to bridge the gap between the stock market, so traditional finance, with DeFi. Kind of an interesting concept that they've got this awesome deflationary policy that gets burned with everybody who buys. So it constantly has this forward more momentum in price.
I like that, but I also like coins that don't need to do things like that.
So it says here, staking system works directly in your wallet. 1% of each transaction is distributed evenly to all Tencent holders via RFI mechanism. 1% of each transaction gets burned forever. So an aggressively deflationary token with a smart staking system. It's got, they've got a lot of things going on right now. This one has definitely been on my watch list. I haven't bought into it just yet. I'm still kind of doing a little more research on this, but it's definitely on my watch list. Let's see what else is going on. Um, what's trending here? What do we got here? Uh, mainnet launch on who? Which token is this? I can't see which one it is. Oh, Altura. Oh, I don't know this coin. Do you know this coin?
I do not. I do want to check out Card Starter.
Let's check out Card Starter.
For those that don't know, it's a Cardano, basically ICO. What do you call it?
Yeah, it's
An incubator.
it's a launch platform.
Yeah, just like the BSC launch platform thing, but for Cardano.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like there's any events coming up right now on CoinMarketCal. But Card Starter, didn't they have like a sort of like it was a very restricted buy-in for Card Starter?
I don't know.
Apparently, from what I had looked, I mean, let me see. I vaguely remember there being sort of like you had to, put in 50,000 in order to get like any tokens. But let me see what that looks like right now. Could have changed. Round one. Okay, initial distribution model. Round one, 2 million cards at 10 cents per token, capped at 5,000 per person vesting.
And then
10%.
you use those cards to stake on projects you believe in, or what?
Well, let's see. Wonder if they have any of that information. How do I stake my cards to participate in IDOs? Click on the staking tab, connect your wallet to the site, use the same wallet for KYC, enter the amount you would like to stake, hit approve to approve the smart contract interaction, and hit stake to stake your tokens. So, yeah, I guess that's how you do it.
Cool.
It does require KYC, though.
Does require KYC?
Yeah, in order to, support startups.
That makes sense.
Yeah, because I think it's just legalities. They gotta make sure they've got all their eggs in order.
Yeah. I'm most interested in Fantom, honestly, and all the things that they're doing.
Fantom is fantastic. I love Fantom. It's
They're
one of those.
They're expanding a lot, and the market cap is low.
Yeah, Fantom was one of those projects that was like a surprise gem.
It really was a surprise.
It just kind of came our way because of our research into Atari, and I love Fantom way more than Atari at this point. They're doing so much stuff, and they really keep up with the news too. They're every day. I'm always getting announcements from Fantom and partnerships or moves that they're making and stuff like
multiple a day.
Have you
seen the Atari updates?
What did they put today?
Not
put
today.
Some new stuff. No, I mean
Dex.Atari chain.
Yes, I did check out the Dex. I haven't used it because I'm scared.
I like how they have Fantom on it.
I do like how they have Fantom, but
they might be using Fantom in the background to lower gas fees.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, it's kind of awesome that we called the partnership that they had way early.
Well, they put the logo on the tallest building in the world next to the Atari logo. It wasn't exactly our intuition that told us. It was
No,
in
but
plain sight. They denied. They didn't want to talk about the partnership. They're still not talking about the partnership. But we do see almost all of the Atari tokens moving over to Fantom.
yeah. Have you tried using the LCX exchange that they announced?
Yes.
Yeah.
Let me share my screen. It's not that bad.
I looked into it too. I've made my account, but it's still under process of verification for me to even start using it.
You got to go to exchange.lcx.com.
For those of you who are into
don't need an account.
For those of you who are into Atari, I would say this might be one of the better places to probably get in on it.
It has a really nice interface. Check this out. Not bad at all. A clean interface.
Yeah, it is very clean.
It's what I like to see. Actually, if you go to LCX and go to, let's see, right here, they got a list of all the tokens they carry. And it's smooth. I can't complain with the UX.
Yeah.
Now here's, they don't have any USD pairs. They don't have any USDT pairs. So no stablecoin pairs. Here's USDC. Okay, OGN USDC is here. It's not a full featured. That looks funny. It's because of the liquidity on LCX.
Yeah, that looks like freaking... I don't even know what that looks like. That's like some sort of glitching look. That's funny.
I wonder what LCX... I wonder what the daily volume... 8,641 volume in 24 hours on LCX.
That's it? Or we're talking about
that's
Bitcoin?
on the token. That's on the token.
Got it.
Here we go. LCX exchange volume 24 hours, 4,000. It's even worse, $4,105. 0 BTC. They didn't even bother putting in points. Hey, what's up, Shade Tree?
Oh my god. This is just like a joke.
Yeah, it is a joke. I think this top 10, top 20, top 50 is going to look a lot different in 6 months to a year.
So Nigel Robinson asks, should I invest in Cardano right now? I think honestly, any time is a good time to invest in Cardano.
In my financial opinion, yes.
Yes. Yeah.
Because smart contracts are launching in less than 70 days now in the fall. And there's just so much coming to Cardano. It's ridiculous. Check out the Garo wallet. Like Trust Wallet, but for Cardano.
Right now, I don't think there's ever been a better time to get in on Cardano if that's what you're interested in.
There has been much better times to get in Cardano when it was 2 cents for 7 years.
Yeah, but we're not going back to 2 cents. That's what I'm saying. At least I don't believe we are. I think we're going to be rocking just about at $1 or more.
Well, Bitcoin's rocking at $34,000.
Yep.
But it's not. I mean, it's a downtrend. The momentum did not change. I don't see it going. I see it going lower.
Yeah, I mean, dollar cost average. If you're.
I'm sitting on the sidelines with a bunch of USDT waiting for this drop.
Yeah, I'm not so worried about it. I'm just DCAing all the way through. I just don't. I'm looking at it more of the longer term. So whatever's happening right now, it's minuscule, really, in what's going to be the long term.
I'm just trying to make a couple extra coins.
And yeah,
because
you're right to do so. Everybody's got their own game, you know. My strategy, it doesn't have to be your strategy, right?
right,
That's the beautiful thing. It's all, what are your goals? Like, what are you trying to get out of it, right?
yeah.
Um,
I mean, this is a downtrend.
sure.
It's not. I mean, the market can flip any hour, any moment, and
Yep.
start pumping again. But
Yep.
normally, you have to put in higher highs and higher lows for a little bit before anyone changes their mind that it's bullish again.
Yeah.
And with all the hash rate down, miners moving across seas, I think it's going to go lower before it's going to get worse before it gets better, which is good for everybody that didn't get a chance to buy in early enough. And check out the ICP chart. It's one of the funniest charts ever. It's just been going down its entire history. See this?
Yep.
And just recently it made this nice pump. So I don't know what to make of ICP.
I don't know too much about ICP and what they're all about. What what is their mission?
It's a it's a decentralized internet computer like Ethereum, like sort of an Ethereum killer.
Got it.
But if you watch Coin Bureau video on it, he points out a lot of negative things about it, centralization and whatnot.
Hmm. What are we
But
looking
yeah,
at here now?
well, I just see Bitcoin going down further.
What's Bitcoin dominance looking like right now?
Probably on its way up. Nah, down on the year. Okay. On the day, probably on its way up a little bit. 5 days on its way up.
Yeah.
1 month on its way up.
Yeah.
3 month on its way down, and the rest on its way down. Which is natural when the market crashes. Bitcoin dominance goes up because people take the profits from altcoins and stick it into Bitcoin because it's larger, so it doesn't go down 70% like the
Got it.
rest of the altcoins. But if you look at the regression band here, we never made it. We never made a peak. So it's yet to come. And
Right.
and I hope we drop down into the blue.
Yeah, me too.
We drop down into the blue. That's under 20K. We can all load up on altcoins and wait for Bitcoin to become bullish again because it will.
Absolutely. That's kind of what I've been waiting for right now. And I mean, still DCAing all the way down into it. I'll just keep DCAing. Just loading up on my favorite altcoins, which the ones are that I wish I've gotten, you know, earlier. You know, I consider myself uh, not entirely new to crypto, but relatively new because I was exposed to crypto a long time ago, but I never dived into it at the time, like seriously, until now. So um, I missed those big pumps, and I was like, damn. So now is like a second chance on getting in on this stuff, which is great. And a lot of new investors are coming into the space and looking at this, and they're like, man, when am I going to get, you know, a good price? Because it's scary when you're in a bull market. Everything's going up and it's so expensive.
Yeah.
So now
Yeah,
we've
you
got,
don't want to buy near all-time highs. You just want to wait it out because it will drop again. Just take your 9% APY and
Right.
USD too. That's not
Right.
bad. 9% APY is not bad. Or put it in DeFi protocols and make God knows 22% APY, even higher
Right.
sometimes. So here's the US dollar valuation, which has a direct correlation to the Bitcoin price. And right now, the dollar for the past couple of weeks have been doing well, while Bitcoin has not been. And its
Yeah.
interest rates have gone up, which is not good for the price of Bitcoin. Good for the dollar, though. There's a lot of macro factors that just leads me to believe Bitcoin is on a trend down lower. I don't know how low
Or for how long?
or for how long.
You know, it's hard to say. You know, some of these things, it's just really hard to say.
Here's the Atari decks. I love seeing Fantom in here.
Have you tried it again today to see if it works? Still
I
doesn't work?
haven't tried it. I don't have any Fantom in my MetaMask, so I haven't tried it.
Next time I pick up some Fantom, I'm gonna try it out, see if it works.
And then I'm waiting for this. Oh wait, that works.
Isn't like next week
Wait.
they're launching their smart wallet or something
On the
like
App
that?
Store, yeah. I'm waiting for exchange.atarichain.com. Right now, it's only some beta testers that get to log in with this.
Got it.
But that's going to be pretty cool. And what's laughable is defi.atarichain.com. You can't stake your existing tokens, but you can buy locked tokens, which means you give them money and you get no tokens, while people are still waiting for their original stake tokens from a long time ago.
Right. I don't know, man. I'm not gonna be rushing into staking on Atari anytime soon.
No, I pulled. In fact, I pulled all my Atari tokens out.
Yeah. I'm holding it in my MetaMask also. I'm not using their wallet. It's too dodgy. I've lost money. You know, like you make a successful transaction and it just never shows up. It's like, what the hell?
Yeah, I like how when you send Atari tokens from one Atari wallet to another Atari wallet, it gives you a receipt number, but no Etherscan link. So I think, how do we know? I think they're just saying we have tokens like a bank operates. Like they only have so much cash, but they say we have more. Like I think they're just saying, sure, you've got tokens. It's what it seems like.
Yeah, it's just claim your receipts, man. Just hold them on. Just hold on to your receipts.
Yeah. I don't think they actually put any. I think it's all. I don't think they're finished with the blockchain, so they just keep on making these virtual representations of tokens. That's why there's no Etherscan link. That's why you can't stake already existing tokens.
Yeah, you know, I think Atari just severely underestimated the amount of time and effort it's going to take to do a blockchain. You know?
Yeah.
I think they were like, oh yeah, this looks kind of cool. We're gonna make our own blockchain and all this type of stuff. And it's like a lot of work, and our team is not ready for that.
In the time it took Atari to release what they released, other projects created whole entire ecosystems.
Yeah.
So let's not.
I mean, we're knocking on them, but we're holding Atari. You know, it's like
I'm holding thousands. I thought they only had like 2,000 Turns out I have like 6,000. I didn't realize I bought more.
Yeah, we're we put our money where our mouth is
Yeah.
I'm like I still think it's gonna do well, mainly because I trust in the brand. It's got a nostalgic factor to it.
I
It's
can't wait for the swap.
yeah, I mean,
can't
I
make
want them
any
to do it
more-
right. I want them to do it right.
Yeah, I can't make any more Atari token videos in confidence until I know the tokenomics of the new token.
Right.
They could print 1 billion if they want to. They could double the maximum supply if they want to, which would screw us. If Atari team really wants to do the token holders a favor, the new token would have half the maximum supply of the old one. That would be doing us a favor.
Yep.
That would make our tokens worth more. But if they screw around and make double the amount of max tokens, they're stealing our Lambos.
Yeah, you're totally right, man. But that's the thing, It's like when you get in early on a project like that, there's a lot of uncertainty, right? It's not like you're investing in Cardano. It's like Cardano's already way down the line. Atari's not. Atari's very, very new in blockchain. They've got a ton of old video game experience, but that doesn't apply here. It doesn't apply.
VCS is gonna flop. No one's gonna buy the VCS.
Yeah, no.
Who wants old games? Nobody.
That kind of stuff is only good for, again, nostalgia factor. It's good if you have it in the hotel, you put it next to the TV, and you got people that are, playing old Atari games in their hotel room. That's cool. You know what I mean? Like I'm down with that. But I ain't buying the VCS for my own personal enjoyment.
It is a computer. You can run any computer game. It's not the best computer.
I mean, what has it got? An AMD Ryzen in it or something like that? I thought it had an AMD Ryzen chip in it.
Yeah, go ahead and share your screen. Show us.
Let's see. Let's take a look. PC mode. Learn more. They make it look like, yeah, you can make music and a fully fledged. Oh, it's in Ubuntu. It's working on Ubuntu. And yeah, AMD Ryzen with Vega graphics. I mean, that Vega graphics ain't anything special now. I mean, that's a couple generations old now. But Ryzen R1606G processor. I think that's a laptop processor, if I'm not mistaken.
It's certainly not a powerful gaming PC.
It's definitely not. It's
upgradable, I think.
It's more like nice bonus, if you want to game a little bit, you got the Atari experience, but then you want to use it as a computer, you got that too. The thing is, man, with something like this, if you're going to go gaming, make it all about gaming. Like, this is like a half-ass between gaming and computing. Like, this is the problem with Atari. They can't seem to focus on like one thing. You know what I mean? Like, just make one thing great.
Right.
They got to make it multifunctional, and they got all these different avenues they want to do. They want to do NFTs. They want to do blockchain. They want to do a casino. They want to do a hotel. And it's like, bro, like, that's great and all, but like, focus on one thing.
We know at least 5 people still waiting on tokens from Atari that they are owed.
Yeah, myself included.
And they're working on a metaverse. Why not pay back the people that you owe tokens to before working on a universe?
Yeah, they seem to keep tacking on more shit to do, more than they have that they're accomplishing. So it's like there's that, it's so one-sided on the balance scale. Like stop tacking on more goals and focus on the ones you got to do right now. that's that's what it's like. Oh my god.
What I love about Fantom is that they're always updating. I'm subscribed to Fantom announcements, and just look at this. Look at this. Ren BTC cooperation on Fantom. Gemini listed it.
Nice, Gemini.
Twitter,
Right.
88 miles per hour.
You know, I gotta look into if Gemini is on, if they listed it on ETH or if they listed it on Opera. I'm really interested because if I can get Fantom on Gemini natively on the Opera network, that'd be fantastic. I don't have to go and convert that shit.
They listed on Bitfinex. Curve pools. Curve pools are now on Fantom.
Yeah, Curve's been getting a lot of attention lately.
Yeah, they have.
I have a little bit of them, but I'm thinking of getting even more.
And here's all the Fantom bridges: multi-chain, renproject.io, AnySwap, Xpollinate. Never heard of those. I wonder why Waka's not on there. Spooky Swap.
Have you checked out Spooky Swap?
No.
You should check it out. It's pretty good. Spooky Swap, they've got like really awesome like yield farming capabilities. One of the few places that I'm like really interested in participating.
I really like this, the ecosystem. 40 plus dApps, 10,000 smart contracts, 300,000 transactions per day, 145,000 unique addresses, and 62% of the Fantom circulating supply is staked.
That's pretty awesome.
I really like that. And every single day there's new announcements. ETH sign and DocuSign. Did you hear about that? ETH sign and DocuSign are on Fantom now.
Give me 1 second. I'll be right back.
Sure. Fantom on Travala. Yeah. Super bullish on Fantom and this AWS study. AWS actually looked into Fantom. Fantom's blockchain platform raises the bar for transaction verifications. Compared to other cloud providers and services, we found AWS Cloud and Amazon EC2 in particular to be the most reliable, stable, and secure. We've actively recommended this service to our members. I mean, what's that got to do with Fantom here? With AWS, Fantom can now pursue its business goal. So AWS had a good report on Fantom. And are they listed here? Coinbase seems to be the only crypto. And 8 has been holding up great. It's still on an uptrend, but I expect it to drop when Bitcoin drops a little more. I don't see Bitcoin going back up overnight. It's trending down. I need to see a reversal. Seems like everything had that big jump right there. BTT still seems to be going up.
I do love BTT. I love it for you know, its inception. You know, I used to be a seeder on BTT back in the day.
Really bullish on synthetics too.
Nice.
And these small caps have the potential to pump pretty hard.
Artesi is interesting.
It is. It is interesting. So CeeLo's up 6% in the hour. Shiba's up 2% in the hour. So CeeLo looks like it wants to start pumping again. Maybe. Probably not. CeeLo went up like crazy. I did not expect that. During a crash, CeeLo pumped 54% in a week.
Yeah, that was a big surprise.
That was a big surprise, yeah.
I was definitely not expecting that.
Shiba, I understand. Theta. There's really nothing on the... Well, there's some coins up on the week. Shiba's up... I mean, I can't believe Shiba held so strong.
Well, it's got a passionate community, you know. It's kind of like Doge.
It's up 550,000% in a year, or not even. Imagine if you got out right there when it pumped up real high. Why does it say 0? Oh, there's not enough decimals for Coinbase to show the decimals at the end. That's funny. Shiba will never get to $1. I mean, Shiba will never get to 1 cent. It's just impossible. But it went up 8% today, 2% in an hour. Shiba might just be going back up, folks. And gainers in the month. Quant up 71% in the month. Data, of course. T-Fuel.
T-Fuel, man. I am so bullish on T-Fuel.
This project intrigues me. Eunice said Leo.
I have no idea what that is.
I looked into it a little bit. It's a little strange. But it looks like Quant is up 71% in a month. It maxed at 104 before the Bitcoin dip. And what's up in the day? Is it Internet Computer? OGN? I really should get into some OGN.
It's a great price right now, man.
Great price if they got Marvel, which is owned by Disney.
That's Omi. That's Omi.
Oh.
But OGN, they're doing you basically create your own NFT marketplace. That's what they're creating. It's So let's say a brand wants to sell their own NFTs, they don't have to go on OpenSea or any of that sort, any of those auction places. They can auction it on their own website.
What is Enzyme? Let's read this. It's a lot of new coins are on CoinMarketCap with very low volume, very low market caps.
Enzyme.
Enzyme allows users to build, share, and explore DeFi investment strategies called vaults while filtering by historical performance and risk profiles. It's like Yearn. It's DeFi. Yeah, Enzyme.finance. On-chain asset management. Retain custody of your assets at all times. Your money goes where you want it to, whenever you want. Build and scale vaults. So the vaults, so you can. Enzyme gives you access to a large universe of DeFi tokens and protocols. Want to earn yield by lending or providing liquidity or invest in an insurance mutual? No problem. You can do it all through Enzyme. So you can, through Enzyme, you can add liquidity on Uniswap, KyberSwap, ParaSwap, Synthetics, Compound. You can make money on Compound, Aave lending, Idle, Curve, Alpha, 0x, more coming soon. I like that. They're bringing it all together. I like what Helios showed us, Popsicle Finance.
Yeah. Popsicle looks awesome.
Yeah, it's by the Yearn team.
Yearn's got, a reputation, man. They're good.
They are.
So whatever they're doing here with Popsicle, like I actually this is the first time I've seen another project that was made by Yearn, but
There's a lot.
it's certainly a really good one from the looks of it.
Check this out. Provided by Uniswap, SushiSwap, PancakeSwap, and Balancer. Enabled protocols, Ethereum, Binance Smart Chain, and Fantom. Coming soon, Solana and Polkadot. So Yearn really went cross-chain with this one.
That's awesome.
See, you can select your network here. You can click Fantom. Now I'm on the Fantom network with my wallet.
Dude, I'm telling you, man, Fantom
farming.
it's everywhere, man. It's coming.
It is everywhere. It's all built into MetaMask.
It's coming, dude. If you're not on Fantom,
popsicles. I like the interface. Let's get some popsicles. Your yield enhancement journey begins now. What's Sorbetto?
Sorbetto is what he was talking about.
It's being in development, and yeah, you can earn good money on your stable coins here at Popsicle Finance by the Yearn team.
Yeah,
cool.
I'm interested in that yield farming stuff, man. It's really, really interesting.
And how about the AWS report on Fantom?
You got it? You got it pulled up? Oh, awesome.
Yeah.
Hell
AWS
yeah.
looked into Fantom.
Yeah, I know that they did. I just never got to read the article.
Let's take a look at some Fantom dApps. Let's see. Let's look for some dApps. Because they said it has 40 plus dApps. So many partners.
Yeah, it's wild.
There's Spooky Swap,
Swap, man.
Esther Finance, Yield Farming Optimizer on Fantom. Borg Swap is strong on memes, but how about their product? Let's take a look. Borg Swap is both a swapping and layered yield farming DApp. Their exchange comes with the familiar Uniswap look and is available on Binance Smart Chain. Super Finance, the next Fantom DeFi project we take a look at is Supra. Users can manage more than 10 FTM vault pools. Based Swap. These are all swaps. Sushi Swap has Fantom now. Mushroom Finance. That's not all 40, but in another video, we'll find all the dApps. Right here, 40 plus dApps. Ecosystem. This might be the link. dApps, tools, and DeFi on Fantom. Multichain.xyz. Ren, AnySwap, Xpollinate, cross-chain bridge for swapping USDC, USDT, and DAI between Fantom, Matic, and Binance Smart Chain. Amazing.
Wow.
Gravity, a blockchain agnostic oracle system that supports communication of blockchains with the outside world, cross-chain communication, and side chains. Clover is a powerful smart contract platform that enables Ethereum virtual machine compatible projects to migrate their contracts onto Polkadot.
Wow.
Fantom is amazing.
Dude, I'm telling you, Fantom's going to be top 10.
Yeah.
It's going to be top 10.
Here it is. Popsicle Finance, Spooky Swap, Spirit Swap, Hyperjump, Waka Swap, Elk Finance, Ape.tax, Graviton, Zoocoin, Mushroom Finance, Beefy Finance, Reaper, Esther, Liquid Driver, Base Swap, Frankenstein, Paint Swap. This is all.
I love the names on Fantom.
And look at the Fantom NFT platforms. Superfarm,
Superfarm. I didn't even know Superfarm was on Fantom. That's awesome.
And all the tools, Zapper, Multisender, Token Faucet, ability to mint ERC20 tokens from an interface. You can mint tokens to an address. Just put the address in, how many tokens you want. Boom. You just made ERC20 tokens. That's cool.
Wow.
It's a good start. All these wallets. Ledger, Edge, MetaMask. Phantom Scan. Orion Protocol aggregates every SEX, DEX, and swap pool into one decentralized platform. Awesome. Cody is the world's first platform optimized for creating price-stable coins. Have you heard about
awesome.
Have you heard about ADA's new algorithmic stablecoin that's supposed to blow the rest of stablecoins out of the water? Hoskins said it's 10 times better or 100 times better than Make or Die.
Wow.
So yeah, this ecosystem for Fantom is amazing.
I'm so bullish on Fantom. I just, and if you stake your Fantom, you can also use it as collateral. Right, so you can
right here.
You can earn more money on top of staking with whatever you've already staked. It's brilliant.
You can stake Fantom and create synthetic assets here.
Yep.
Here's your swap.
You can swap it and you can add it to liquidity pools.
Yep, staking. You can add delegation, governance.
Mhm.
Here's all the governance proposals. What's funny? It's a swap.
It's a swap. It's a swap, and you can use it to add to pools.
I love Waka.
I love the UI.
Me too. Atari. It reminds me of Atari.
Yeah, and you could also get Atari here too, right?
Yeah. Yeah, you can get Atari here. It says it right here.
That's pretty dope.
And at least they got the Atari logo. It's got a lot of different ones. So yeah, it costs pennies to swap any of these assets. Wrap Bitcoin, USDC. Costs pennies to swap it for Atari instead of paying an arm and a leg on Uniswap. And you can add liquidity. You can add a whole bunch of Atari for liquidity. And any swap is awesome. Fantom's just great. I really like it. Here's the any swap market. We can go to, I guess they don't have many pairs here. Yeah, Atari's on here too. It's on all the Fantom. AnySwap has a lot more coins. But if you put in ATRI, it's right there. You can swap it for pennies for Atari. Same with Quick Swap. Anything connected to the Fantom network, you can get Atari for cheap. So it's just a Matic, ATRI. I guess it's not on Quick Swap.
Fantom?
It's not on Quick Swap, Atari.
Oh.
8 is holding up great. There's a lot of potential in the market. Bitcoin never reached the red regression band. It was about to until this crash. That would have put it around. It would have put it over $100,000.
Yep.
$80,000 just to touch it. But a lot of people believe the cycle's not over. Lengthening cycles, diminish returns. So,
I mean, we're kind of floating around in
like this. You know?
Yeah, I mean, it could very well do that. Who's to say it won't? You know?
Well, I don't have much faith in Bitcoin. I believe
we've come to a different, venture with Bitcoin now because I think the whole entire space has realized that proof of work is starting to become a really archaic protocol,
Yeah.
and some people are questioning whether that's the path that we go. Now, Bitcoin, it has a lot more influence, obviously, because it's been around longer, so that's what people go to and they flock to first. But the technology is at one point or another, I don't think Bitcoin's gonna reign always at the top.
I don't think so either. I think proof of stake blockchain with infinite utility is gonna take over, which Cardano's already near the top. Ethereum, if they come out with 2.0 quickly, they can. I don't know if Cardano's going to flip Ethereum. I think it's going to go perhaps Ethereum, then Cardano.
I mean, if this entire cycle has proven anything, it's that there are certain coins that are showing themselves not to necessarily be as dependent on Bitcoin anymore, ADA included.
Yeah.
You know?
Shout out to Jackdog. Jackdog said Atari wallet is a scam. They let you transfer BTC in, but never release it to you. And where did Ken go? There he is. Anyways, Jackdog said Atari wallet is a scam. They let you transfer BTC in, but never release it to you. Just hoard it for themselves. I can't say that's not true.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people have been sending crypto to that wallet and never getting tokens, and have been in contact with Atari token support for over 6 months and never got their crypto back or their tokens.
Yeah, they just keep saying soon.
And it's fishy how they let you. Let me share my screen one more time for anyone that wasn't watching. It's fishy how they let you over here at DeFi.AtariChain.com. They let you buy they don't let you stake tokens that you already own, but they let you give them money. Lock up 12 months. Locked tokens. You can buy locked tokens. So you don't actually get the tokens. You just give them money with the promise to pay back later, when they haven't even paid back the original stakers, and they haven't paid back to people that have been waiting for their coins for months, for over 6 months. So I would keep your tokens out of the Atari wallet. Buy them on Fantom, on Waka.finance, and keep them in your MetaMask.
Yeah, it's hard to say where are we going with Atari right now. I mean, I've already bought in, so it's like I'm not necessarily going to pull out. If it goes well, it goes well, and if it flops, okay. I haven't invested my life savings into Atari.
My average price is so high.
Yeah, for me too. Yeah, because we bought it at peak prices.
And with all the shadiness going on, I couldn't bring myself to buy the dip.
Yeah,
it's still 6 cents. I could double my portfolio with a couple bucks.
Yeah, it's so unfortunate, because it feels like you want to get in on the opportunity, but then you can't bring yourself to reason because of how they operate as a company, right? So it's like you put your stuff at risk, and hard to make that decision, which is why I'm very, very careful getting more into Atari. I feel like I've got a big enough bag for myself that I'm happy with right now.
Yeah.
And maybe if it stays this way, I'll continue dollar cost averaging, or if I see more substantial updates, exactly, then I'll put some more in. But in good conscience, it's like I feel like I need to focus on more sure bets.
Yeah.
And not to say that I'm pulling out of Atari. I still think Atari can do very well, but they're a bit of a sloppy mess right now. So I'm just kind of like, okay, well, if you get your shit together, then you got me, because I'm already in. So it's like, let's just do it.
If they pull off the exchange, they pull off the new token, they pull off the token swap, they pull off all their partnerships, they bring more games into the casinos, they pull off the metaverse. if they deliver on all that, the market cap will go into the billions.
Yes.
Which will put the price nice and high, depending on how the max supply is going to be after the token swap. I asked Fred in the AMA, and he said the maximum supply is going to be exactly the same as the original token. I hope he was telling the truth.
I hope he's telling the truth too.
He's also the guy that published a burn policy, and a couple days later burned 5 billion tokens.
Yeah, I know.
Against the burn policy, right before the big wallets dumped.
He hasn't necessarily had the best reputation. Let's just put it that way.
I did the math. If those big wallets did not dump, Atari would be over $1 right now.
Yeah.
And now it's 6 cents because the 5 billion burn and the wallet dumping. So Atari holders are not happy.
They have a right to be.
They have a right to be unhappy.
You know, and you know, you get an AMA that lasts for like 5 minutes with Fred Chesney.
5 minutes.
You know, and it's just like, what kind of AMA is that?
Yeah, and what kind of an exchange is LCX?
Right.
They got $87,000 volume per day. If that, we just looked it up.
What are you doing, Atari?
Bitcoin.com had more volume than LCX.
Yeah, that's embarrassing.
At least it's on Uniswap. At least it's on Fantom bridges. At least they're working with Fantom. At least they put out some updates.
I mean, wasn't their entire, like, one of their entire roadmaps thing was getting on tier 1 exchanges? Is like,
yeah, tier 1.
I hope that they don't consider this a tier 1 exchange.
They don't. They can't. They can't consider that a tier 1 exchange. It's tier 17. in terms of volume, it's tears in my eyes. It's what it is.
Tears in my eyes. Yeah, that's exactly what it is. Oh my gosh.
Well, it has the potential to produce great gains in the future. So I'm just holding on to them. It's a long hold, a couple years.
Yeah,
maybe progress will happen quicker. Maybe they'll get Binance in 5 months. Who knows?
Or we're in denial and it's just gonna always tank.
Yeah, that's always a possibility. That's why
it's certainly a possibility. But that's
why you don't put too much money into these kind of coins. But come on, it's Atari.
I know.
I don't know, man.
I know. That just shows that it shows that it's not the name, it's the team.
Yeah, it's the team.
It's the team. You have to invest in the fundamentals. You know, and I would say, and people say, like, oh, Doge, it's a gamble coin. Yes, it is, but in some ways, these other small cap coins, they're all gambles, because you're betting on a team that may not have the experience needed to pull it off.
Bitcoin and Ethereum and Cardano is a gamble.
Yeah. And you can probably say one is safer than the other for sure. But at the end of the day, it comes down to how do they run their business, man? It's like, do they got the right people in the right positions operating this? And the thing is, right, Atari, it's not a decentralized thing. It's a centralized company. You're running on Atari. So you got to make sure that Atari is running their stuff right? So that's really, I think, where when we get down to it with the AMAs and stuff, and people get upset and they call them out and they get kind of booted from the admins in that Telegram. It's it shows that, look, man, they've got some insecurities about it, and you know, I'm being just a watchful observer, and just seeing, okay, what are they doing, and what's their next move, and just trying not to get too emotional about it, because it's just you can't be emotional. Um, you got to be logical about it in these things. That's how you get wrecked. You make emotional moves, right?
Yeah.
That's how it is with the markets. So just try to be smart about it. I see where the people who dumped on Atari, I saw where they went. Like they went to Fantom, they went to Hex, right? All these other tokens,
Yeah.
and those are things that I'm interested in seeing what kind of fruitions we got here, right? So
I mean, in fairness, they sold all their Atari for much higher than we could sell it for now. So they cashed out of Atari. They started cashing out when it peaked at 70 cents.
yeah,
And every time they'd cause a little bit of a price dump, people would buy it back up. They'd sell it again. They did it smart. They milked as much money out as they possibly could, and now they own a bunch of Fantom. So whoever the biggest Atari holders were, they are more sure that Fantom's gonna pump harder than Atari, at least in the short term.
seems like it. Why else would they do it? And so, oh look, man, I love Fantom too.
Yeah.
I see why. I see why they're doing it, right? So you got to follow where the money goes.
If the team knew that Atari was going to pump real good, the team would be putting so much money in. The market cap wouldn't be so low. The price would go up. The team would buy in their own project. That's not illegal for Fred, for the team to put money to buy tokens. And they would be buying it if they thought that it was going to go up.
Yeah.
So I think it's going to go up, just not for a while. Not for a little while.
Have to be patient.
Yeah. They're working with a bank, ICICB. Why doesn't ICICB own any Atari?
Isn't Fred Chesney's working with ICICB?
Yeah.
Like that's his thing, isn't it?
They're a separate entity.
Beats me, man. I mean,
they're backing the hotels.
Got it. Okay. All right, that makes sense now.
But of course, there's so many institutional investors looking at Atari, analyzing it, and for some reason, they don't want to buy in. Probably has something to do with the lack of tokenomics, the lack of, all the fuckery that's been going on with the Atari token. I'm surprised LCX, who claims to be one of the most regulated exchanges in the world, listed a token in the state that Atari token is in, because it's clearly an illegal gray area.
Yeah, putting it mildly.
But we may never be able to prove that the big wallets dumping are connected in any way to the team or to Fred.
Yeah. No, yeah, for sure. It's hard to say, but again, that's why you don't go crazy and put your life savings into something like Atari.
No, you put like 5%.
Yeah,
And another thing is with these locked token sales, so you can buy a bunch of tokens to stake that you don't actually get. You don't get the tokens. Is that money getting added to the market cap, or is that going straight into their pockets? Are tokens actually being bought with that money?
I ain't trying to find out. Not with my own tokens. That's a great question, man. I mean, these are questions, hey, what's up, Fred? Next week. Next week AMA. You know, these
He
are.
misses most of them. I don't think we'll see him for a while.
He was pretty salty last time around. I'll give him that.
Yeah.
He was kind of like, he didn't seem too excited.
Well, when people have been waiting for over 6 months for updates, and all he has is a tier 17 exchange and some graphics updates and some stuff that doesn't work right. I'd be mad too if I was Fred.
And why the frick did they get Logan Paul to advertise him on UFC? That's my question, right? It's like,
When there was nowhere to buy it.
Why even do it?
They sponsored Ronaldinho, they sponsored Logan Paul, and they put the Atari logo on the largest building in the world when there was nowhere to buy it. How much money did they spend? How much does it cost to put your logo on the tallest building in the world?
I'll tell you what, man. I think for Times Square, Manhattan, last time I think I checked, for like one night of a billboard costs about like 42 grand.
They should have just bought Atari tokens or added it to liquidity.
So,
There's no liquidity anywhere. You know that about Atari right now.
You know, yeah. Just put that into the freaking project, man. Stop trying to market this stuff when it's not even ready yet.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Where's the treasury? Where's the treasury wallet?
Yeah. Priorities, man. That's why I say, yeah, that's why I love, you know, projects like you know, like Polkadot or you know, Cardano or Avalanche, and you know, they really they focused on the technology first, man.
Yeah, the Cardano treasury has like $1 billion in it.
Obscene
amount of money in the treasury, so they can focus on development like crazy.
Yeah, it's all about working in stages, man, and you got to have a legitimate roadmap that makes sense. You can't just like start promoting this stuff and nothing's working, you know? Like, I get the whole idea of, you know, trying to just put stuff out there, you know, and work as you go because it's out there and it's not perfect, but it's worked on. But if you're gonna do that, you got to be like on it, man. You got to be like, okay, we're doing this now. We're doing this now. Every week there's like a significant update. You know?
There needs to be more transparency, but we're not going to get it from Atari. We're just going to have to keep on waiting and seeing. At least they released something. A swap. That's about it.
You said it didn't even work, right?
I haven't tried it. I need some Fantom in my wallet to try, or some ETH in my wallet to try it.
We'll have to see. We'll have to see. So, anyway, brother, I think that's about all the time I have for tonight. But, dude, what are you gonna do? Just keeping on. I mean, I'm just looking at other projects right now, dollar cost averaging, and staking. What was that?
You were freezing.
Oh.
Good night, everybody.
We'll see you later.